Yeah, we're doing items on that day. Oh my gosh.
All right, so these guys ready to go right away. Let me adjust the scoreboard and let's hop into losers finals ultimately.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're getting right started right on Pokemon Stadium here as well. That neutral start, and I think that it's also like once you get higher in level in competition, a lot of times I feel like this is also just like a sign of respect because like the neutral start just gives both players like that just keen advantage and disadvantage of like having just player like and character specific stuff to kind of have. Like you really only have like, all right, who you got to play? Well, it's you kind of know who they're going to play. Like it's got to be the Mega Man, it's got to be the Link, and then both of these players as well are just gonna play this like the matchup as well they can for this first game. Whoever wins then gets the joy of being able to get those bans and force a weird stage pick possibly, or maybe just another run it back. You never know.
Yeah.
Because it could go really either way. But RP4 showing a really commanding lead here, but it's going to be kind of hard for him to get the stock up just because of the max rage that BW has. He's got to get some sort of just raw read, at, like an up tilt as we saw, the dash attack, the F smash, nothing, or even just the bomb, like edge guard on edge guard. But that might be what he needed. Will up throw kill? It does. Ooh, does not get the read there. The down smash, interesting choice, normally goes for up smash, and that time I think had he gone for it, it would have gotten the kill, but instead, Commentators Curse didn't need to worry about if it would have, because he does get the kill there. Oh my god, do you see this? This juggling doesn't do much damage, but looks really sick. Sometimes cool is key, and for BW Styles, it definitely impressed me just with that little juggling that he was doing with the Nair into side tilt. And because BW can't run as Mega Man when he does that, it makes it even quicker and possible to kind of do that type of juggling. Nice leaf shield here to kind of get in. And ooh, wrong read though. Tries to go for get up attack, but that time, that's unfortunate. Does get punished as well, and he doesn't have the sauce. So now we're gonna be seeing BW get punished by his own tool, and even then, RP4 doesn't even have to use it, which makes it even worse because then he can't throw it out, and on top of that, RP4 can still camp him out with the projectiles of Boomerang and Arrow. But he doesn't need to worry about it too much. RP4 did throw it away rather quickly, but that's not a big deal considering that I'm sure RP4 probably is a bit more concerned with using his own projectile. Bomb is just so good in its own right, especially when used by its character. Ooh, the footstool coming out. Not a phantom footstool. That's actually a newer tech in the game where certain characters, if you have a like vulnerability window, like let's say you're playing against Mario. Mario doesn't have like a sword attack, so it's not going to punish you for footstooling him when he does an attack. They're not like disjointed enough. So if Mario's on the ground or even in the air, you can jump. You can push jump directly above his head, and you'll jump on them while Mario is like doing some sort of action, and you'll be completely safe to whatever it is that he's doing. And it's a really interesting tech that people have been using. It kind of gets you out of disadvantage. It can like put you into a very weird mix-up state where the person may have expected you to land already as well.
God.
And I've seen it sometimes from players here, but there we're seeing the up Yav shield for RP4, who takes it center stage and with a really commanding percent lead on that, like the end of that game. So I wonder what stages we'll be seeing. I wonder if we may just see the run back.
Struggling on this instant replay right here.
Yeah.
All right, looks like it
It's
doesn't
just-
want to give it to us.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, watch this.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the April Fools. That's all we're getting.
Yo, these polls are hype. And it looks like it came out to a tie, to a 50-50 tie.
Yeah.
All right, just as a reminder, guys, this is losers finals. So this is best 3 out of 5 right now with RP4 up 1-0.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, small battlefield. I like this more for BW this time around. I think that he definitely just wants that like smaller stage layout. He wants those smaller blast zones as well as just like we see his combo game. We see how he likes to kind of push disadvantage. He can kind of ride the edges of the stage a bit better now, and it'll make it harder for him to be punished from like Link's ledge guarding, as well as have some better opportunities to tech off of stuff. And I think for him, that's like kind of the keys to his success in this matchup specifically. We're seeing BW be a bit more aggressive in terms of approaching, and I think that that's more so just because RP4's bomb placement in this set specifically has been really phenomenal. It's just been right out of reach, and any time that BW has been trying to use some sort of fire or like energy projectile, he's been like getting punished for using it because the bomb explodes and does that little bit of damage that does. And all that stuff can just really add up to like a very unfortunate amount of damage. And we're seeing here just BW is not getting those reads I was getting earlier, and that's kind of the difference maker of this set is that we saw it like it's possible to get the reads, but like that's kind of what makes killing hard at those higher percents, because like when you're at these higher percents, your combos just they don't feel right because they're just not like at their normal percents, and that tiny bit of like difference can be all what you need in terms of like making it back as the person at that high percent, because you, on top of having that like comeback potential with rage, you're harder to hit, you're harder to combo, and like you can do way more damage and all that. So let's see. RP4 probably shutting me up is BW. I was gonna say that he might be able to get some more extra credit here, but 40% is pretty good. Let's see if BW can make the comeback here. Getting him to about 40. BW at 85, 90. Raising it up is RP4. Ooh. That forward tilt, so strong. Oh, so smart. Kind of conditioning and forcing BW to feel like recovering high was the answer. Only for him to know that and use up air, which can contest that down air that BW likes to throw out. And that time is another opportunity where if you guys like are trying to figure out what to do in that disadvantage state, just try to wait until like you can't any longer. Like as soon as instead of like waiting until RP4 jumps, wait till you see a move come out and then use your air dodge, like your neutral air dodge. Use your if you're Mega Man, just use your air speed, use your leaf shield, use something besides that. Maybe use your saw possibly to also kind of contest without you having to actually be there. And he tried to do that with down air, but the way it works with that hitbox extension of it touching his hand before it shoots is kind of what lost him that stock to RP4. Now in the corner again is BW. He's going to try and get that ledge guard with the bomb, gets it. Gets him into the other corner now. Let's see, goes for up tilt. Goes for up smash, that's going to be it. No, it's not. DI and SDI is perfectly holding to the right and pushing away from that. That's so unfortunate. I think it's just one of those high stock situations, and will we see the bomb? We do, but nice. Using the side B to shield poke while he's on ledge for him, and then it allows that multi-hit that's so big of back air to finally make it in. Leaf shield kind of protecting him there from anything else besides the boomerang, as that's pretty much the one thing that Link has that can contest it up throw. And that's going to do it.
No DI is getting you out of that.
Link wins.
Yeah, so hard. And that's kind of what I mean also is like RP4 knew that BW is not like going to be hit by one of his cool combos with the bomb. He's too high for BW to, or BW is too high for RP4 rather to be able to get like killed by it, because he saw like it just wasn't working, and then he's like, all right, well that's not working. You're right here. I'm gonna up throw you. It may not be like the most like fun thing to do, or it may not even be the first thing that comes to mind, because you may be like, all right, well, I'll just F smash. But sometimes that like throw is going to be worth it, because it's not, you know it's going to kill. You know that as long as you get the grab, it works. It's something that I have as a player as well, like with certain moves like Apple as Pac-Man will kill at like 155 for most characters, and for heavies it kills at like 200. So like, since I know that it'll kill then, if I'm close to like 150, I might sometimes just try to wait until you get to a higher percent so that I know that'll kill. And that way I don't have to worry about if it doesn't, you know? And we are seeing BW here. He needs a comeback. He's not won a game yet, and let's see. Gets the down throw, forward air, nice. Thinks he's going high, tries to overcommit a bit. Both of them throwing out the projectiles. Nice BW, using your leaf shield to get in, but then also using your other moves to kind of distract, as well as add up that rack of percent that you can use with the melons. But RP4, again, using his really long sword, using those like disjoints to kind of really force BW into these like awkward situations with them. And that time, he didn't even need to use the second hit of forward smash to take the stock, which is a really interesting observation I noticed. That's another actual
Link standstill to block
yeah.
proto shots.
I was actually just gonna talk about that. Like, look at that. So see this type of adaptation, like, I think RP4 may have forgotten that that even did something until like just recently, because Link, you can actually just approach, and instead of shielding, if you crouch, it will block the first couple of hits. Of course, since the way Saw works, it does travel through the shield, but like, that's such a weird option for like a player to just notice like that. That shifts the whole matchup now, because now anytime RP4 notices that BW is like charging a move, or he's going for lemons normally just like on the ground, or even leaf shield, all Link has to do is just crouch, which like for certain things may be easier and less committal than holding shield, because then he doesn't have to worry about getting grabbed, because he can just down tilt, or he can just move away. You aren't stuck in shield. And we're really seeing the setup start with this bomb. What's gonna happen? Up throw, forward throw instead. Tries to go for bomb, it's too low. Has his own bomb to deal with now. Doesn't get any damage from it. Trying to do anything to get some sort of percent. At max rage is BW, second stock. That's not gonna do it. Doesn't get fooled this time by the commit with the up air. Wow, like look at the way that RP4 is like trailing through all of this like percent of lemons and things like that. Like, he's barely been touched. That's an up throw. Like, look at that. Like, RP4 really keeping BW outside, suffocating the chances that he has left to make a comeback. And even then, like, if BW is able to bring back this game to an even stock, like, by the time he does that, it may be too late. Like, this is really gonna need a miracle to do so.
Oh, there we go. So there's life.
Yeah, there is life, but we need to see something more. We saw Solidus get RP4 to a similar situation, but when you're RP4 in this situation, you know that comfort is dire to both of you. And the most uncomfortable you can do to somebody once they like exhale and they're like, all right, I have a chance, is to make it feel just as grueling as it felt before they took the stock. And we're seeing that these projectiles and this long-range gameplay and this distracting use of boomerang and this shield and arrows are just not stopping. And BW 135 getting closer and closer to that confirm with Link's up throw on this stage may come back to bite him in this game. The rage kind of building up. Not gonna do it yet. More rage for BW. Has to be aware of that. Know that he is closer to being throw confirmed, but also is going to start losing more and more of his combo tools as RP4 gains that percent and the rage. Oh man. Oh, possible. Okay, no sort of terrible punish option. Let's see. Bomb? No, it falls off. That's so lucky. That weird extra bounce just caused it. The F smash. This is possible. Will be. Ooh, BW almost had the back air. Goes for dash attack. Overcommits. Does that kill? Rage. It does. Wow. Oh. And that was the miracle like he needed was that like that was insane. The amount of comeback that like BW had, like that really does show that like it really isn't over until it's over.
Yeah.
Like look how close this looks compared to what it looked like a minute ago. And that's kind of like the throws were what saved RP4 in this like match. He knew that he could wait and knew that he could kind of play it more patient and just allow with that giant lead he had, he could allow BW just approach and approach. And it doesn't matter how much damage you do, because by the time you get to me to like a really dangerous percent, I'm gonna have so much rage and you're gonna be so high in percent that I can just grab you once. And like he did the pummels, he did as much optimal stuff as he needed. So just so crazy good.
No, yeah, and really when you think about it, BW Styles is 1 or 2 decisions away, honestly, from winning that particular match right there. You know, he was able to get RP4 off the ledge on a couple scenarios where I think his Kfair really probably would have put him in a position to really kind of maybe kind of win that. But just didn't work out that way. And once again, I think it's great. We had a fabulous week of gameplay from him following his previous week as the number one, the winner of last week rather, and you know now is essentially going to be placing third this week. But once again, I think it's great because it just shows once again